Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Vesta in Sagittarius in a natal chart. Well, where Vesta is located in our natal chart can show where we have that strong concentration of power and power of concentration, where we don't allow extraneous things to interfere with what we're doing, where we can show tremendous focus. Now, if you have Vesta in Sagittarius, well, this focus can be connected with broad subjects, traveling abroad, truth-seeking, being that perpetual learner, learning things as far as post-high school education goes, publishing, teaching, the law, exploration, things associated with travel. It could be somewhere connected with people in foreign countries or that are from foreign countries, that speak a different language, such as working as a translator or interpreter, showing that strong concentration of power in those matters. Now, where Vesta is located in our natal charts can show that sexual partner we might be attracted to, but through rationalization and analysis. Through that process, one can make that selection. Now, in being in Sagittarius, this could be somebody that has Sagittarius prominent in his or her chart. And when I say prominent in the chart, of course, I'm talking about a Sagittarius sun, moon, or ascendant, or it could simply be somebody that embodies Sagittarius-like characteristics. It could be somebody that's very philosophical, religious, a person that could be very blunt, forthright, a person that's adventurous, willing to take a risk every now and then. It could be somebody very expansive, optimistic, jovial, jocular, a person that has a very strong sense of humor. This could be somebody that is a joker and someone that likes to play jokes on others, not maliciously, but just jokingly, like a practical joker. Somebody that's very visionary, and a person that really might thrive on the outdoors. Someone that doesn't like to be indoors. It's if you wind up connecting with somebody that's really very introverted, introspective, and somebody that's dominated by home activities, this could leave you somewhat despondent and dejected, because this is somebody that might not be for you as far as that sexual partner that you may get through that analysis, through that one you make that selection through analysis and rationalization. So anyway, where Vesta is located in our chart can also show where we show that strong devotion and dedication to. Now, Vesta in Sagittarius, well, this could be connected with philosophy, religion, traveling abroad, seeking the truth, saying what we feel, what you feel is veracious, power of motivating others, being a person that tries to see the bright side of things, devotion to being optimistic, to perhaps post-high school education, to traveling, to exploring, and to things perhaps that are associated even with sports and the outdoors. Now, where Vesta is located in our charts can also show we have that strong desire to be infallible or perfect. Now, hardly anybody is perfect or infallible in any way, shape, or form, but this could be where you really want to be as close to perfect as possible. And being in Sagittarius, this could be simply connected with just truth-seeking, being veracious, speaking the truth, perhaps matters connected with religion and philosophy, and even and perhaps even matters with post-high school education, choosing those things to learn perhaps that are going to benefit you the best in your life. So those are some things to look at as far as that goes. Now, also where Vesta is located in our natal charts can show where we don't want to be restricted. And Vesta in Sagittarius, well, as far as being restricted perhaps from exploring, from going outdoors, from expanding, from being that meander, from being that wanderer, a person that perhaps furthering education. You don't want to necessarily be limited in your learning process as far as post-high school education goes, and expressing your philosophies and opinions on things. Now, It's important to look at the house placement of Vesta, as this could impact the description delineation. Now, let's say you have Vesta, let's say you have it in Sagittarius, Vesta in Sagittarius, say it's in your third house. Well, you might be that person that might show a lot of devotion and dedication, perhaps to going door to door, going in your neighborhood, I should say, and in talking to people about what your religious beliefs, perhaps, or trying to spread the word, so to speak, could be an example, word of God, or in going one of those people that may go door to door, or just basically talking to your community and people in your people in your neighborhood about what your belief system is, what your philosophy is, and trying to perhaps to get others to listen to you and accept it. Now, it's also important to look at the aspects, if any, that are made to your Vesta in Sagittarius in your natal chart, as this could impact the description a little bit. Now, let's say you have Pluto making an adverse aspect to your Vesta in Sagittarius in your natal chart. Well, this could indicate somebody that might be overly fixated and obsessed with their own philosophies and beliefs, and even perhaps their religious convictions, to the point where they're oblivious to whatever anybody else's beliefs may be. This position may, by itself, Vesta in Sagittarius, could be somebody that may be really connected with what they believe anyway. But if you have, like, say, Pluto making the adverse aspect to it, say Pluto makes a square, opposition, or even an inconjunct to it, this could even intensify that further, and it might even be at a point where the person might try to use indoctrination, or try to forcibly get others to accept his or her philosophical beliefs, and even religious beliefs, perhaps. And anyway, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Vesta in Sagittarius in a natal chart. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about Vesta in Capricorn in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel, but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.